But now
My
I
God,
believe we're
his
fighting.
shoulders.
I believe now we're fighting the rock. His body, like the toy, was upside down.
What?
The toy of him was upside down. So like the wideness was actually for his hips.
Huh.
He had the widest hips. Like it wasn't. It was the same part, but it was just upside down because he's the runny guy. He can run fast. Oh, golly.
Always a pleasure, golly.
I wish that were so, but I bring grave news. Strange creatures have been spied, heading toward
God.
Oh, no, Rahi.
I love, like...
I like the voice acting.
The voice acting's fun. And I love their, like, animations.
Leave
I
it.
will. Look!
I will.
It looks like somebody, like, actually, like, went through, like, here's the points that I want these to move to, and then it, like, filled in just as unnaturally as it could. Because it looks like somebody was like, we need to have these guys moving at all points. We paid for the model, we're gonna use it.
Oh, and you can use the D-pad to walk. That's weird. Not doing that. I thought I was able to run fast with him. Maybe I'm misremembering. Because again, he has the mask of speed. That is his thing. Also, he's got kicky feet. He's got little foot growths.
Huh. Maybe he has to do like a Barry Allen Flash like setup for running, where he gets into a weird pose.
From what I remember, he not Barry Allen, but this level is like a very short usage of Pohatu, and then the rest of it's just Onua. Which is kind of disappointing because I like Pohatu.
Woohoo! Jinjo!
Jinjo. It does remind me of the Jinjos. The sounds. But it's just the Matoran. Oh, he's
no.
fucking dead. Nailed it.
He fell exactly 25.5 feet, dropping him down to 1 HP.
Can't stay.
I think that's how Minecraft works.
How are we supposed to get out of here? We'll need to open the 6 locks on this door.
The 6 locks of the door. Oh, fuck. Oh, this.
Is it Donkey Kong Country? Is this better or worse than the Scooby-Doo cart?
I don't fully remember.
Well, so...
Collect the energy spheres to keep your energy level.
Tier list of minecart levels. I think Scooby-Doo is at the bottom.
Oops. Had to jump. Didn't jump.
I'm gonna put a 2 on the minecart scene counter.
I hit one switch. I need to slow down. Button. It's 2 buttons.
What the?
Sound effects are going wild.
Yeah, like I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here?
I need to keep collecting these green things to keep my battery up or whatever. Jump. Jump.
Wee.
Ooh, not holding forward. You can't make me. 3. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is surprisingly our second minecart scene. And it's not gonna be our last. Oh, what was that?
I don't know. I think I was like jumping and it didn't.
The camera changed. Oh,
got the mask.
Ooh,
Thank
fuck.
God. Thank God I got the mask. Okay. Just speed up a little bit here. Oh, there's another switch. Glad you're not doing this.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time processing what's going on. And, like, I can imagine me as a dumb child being like, I have no fucking clue what's going on.
If I remember correctly, it just, like, hard ends when I hit the last switch, but we'll see. Can I go forward, please? No? Okay, cool.
Ooh.
My man, where is... I hit this little stalagmite. Where is the last switch? That'd be really cool if I could find the last switch. Yeah, nice. There it is. Okay, so it doesn't hard end. Cool, we're done. Because that was all 6, I believe. We're all done. We're all done? Okay, thank God. I was like, we're done. Yeah, now we're on just Onoa.
Alright. So, better than Scooby-Doo?
That was better than Scooby-Doo, but it was also shorter than Scooby-Doo. And also, one error in Scooby-Doo was death. One error in this was just, like, annoying.
Yeah.
How to deal with this. The difference with Onua's model was that he still had the same body, but his neck wasn't on top. It was just kind of, like, in the front. And so he was a lot more stout and, like, he just seemed a lot more wide. Because he's the strength one. He has the strength mask. And he also has the wrong weapons.
He just died.
Yeah, he's dead. He also has the wrong weapons. Onua Mata had the claws. Onua Nuva had... I don't want to say chainsaws, but they look kind of like chainsaws.
Huh.
But they were kind of like... I guess they were closer to treads because he would use them as treads. Oh, he's got them there.
Do you want to pause?
See, he's got these. What are we pausing for?
Dinner?
Oh. Okay.
Cool. I'm going to end the recording. And then record. I think it's... Yeah, it's working. Boop.
It's so noisy, isn't it? Okay.
It's better than
We're
Shadow the Hedgehog.
So we have... I like that game.
I love that every menu option you do is just a gun sound.
Like, it's a trash game, but I enjoyed it as a kid.
I never had it.
I rented it. I never had it, but I rented it often. I also rented Digimon World 4 a lot. I love that game. I eventually bought it, but I like that game.
I want Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, but I'm not paying the ridiculous price for them.
How much is it?
I think over $100.
Yikes.
For the GameCube one. The one that sold better than the Dreamcast one.
That makes sense. Okay. Everything's recording correctly, the audio, etc., etc.
Yeah, audio bars are moving when we speak.
That's good.
And then when you
Let's continue.
And then the audio bars move for game. Gotta drink my water.
Drinking. Drinking on set.
I love when you attack, your feet don't move and you just slide. At least that's what it looked like when I was looking at the recording for like half a second.
Oh, meaning you were wrong.
Yeah, see, you're whatever you did, your feet slid.
Do I have to do this?
What?
Oh, I think I can pick stuff up as this guy. This is Onoa. Maybe? I have a boulder? Is that a thing I can do?
I don't know. Do I need to look up the how-to guide for this?
No. I'll figure it out at some point. You can't spend 2 seconds on a puzzle and then go, we should look up the answer.
I just asked, you know?
I'm telling you that the general answer is going to be, no, give me a minute. Let me actually figure it out. Can I move? Do I have... Full feature on center screen?
Okay. I've never used that feature. Like, adjusting screen parameters.
Oh, there we go. I can move this.
Have never been anything I needed to do. Yeah, when you push it, your feet don't move.
Okay, here we go. Now I figured it out.
I just think that's a little silly. Wow.
Whoa, it's so immersive. It's like Battlefield.
It's from the makers of it. Well, the publishers of Battlefield. Did you know Battlefield was almost a GameCube exclusive?
Oh, that would have helped the series a lot.
Yeah. It's just the only reason why it never went through is because Nintendo just was like, nah, we're not gonna push for a game that is online only. Or like push a online multiplayer game for our platform.
That barely had any online play.
Well, when the original Battlefield was like in development, they were like, yeah, we're gonna have a PvP mode, and we would like to use the GameCube's online capability in order to make it, you know, massive. And they're like, no, we don't feel that that's a thing for our system. And then,
I mean, I don't think they're wrong about that, but I don't think that that decision was right.
yeah.
But it's not. I mean, the GameCube didn't sell well. I mean, it had great games, but it just did not sell well.
Yeah. And a lot of it is just like poor marketing and or just like missed opportunities, because the PlayStation 2's online, while not as big as the Xbox, was still there, and a lot of people still played SOCOM online and other military shooters. I don't really know if there's any other big ones.
Speaking of military shooters, I recently, in the year of our Lord 2020,000, played TF2. I booted up TF2. They had a fucking update.
Yep.
I don't want to say out of nowhere, because the developers were like, okay, you guys are still playing for some reason, so all right, we'll give you an update. They added 14 new maps.
Yep. 14 maps
Which
and
is
a
a
new
lot.
game mode.
Two
New game modes?
new game modes. Technically, the other game mode did exist, but it was holiday only. It was basically dog tags. Like the dog tags game modes.
Yeah.
But in the TF2 version, you're collecting buckets of fish off of each other, and you go feed them to a seal. Get a picture of the seal on the screen from TF2.
I'll try.
Just look up seal TF2. It's all over the internet right now.
What if I accidentally just find a picture of Seal? The musical artist?
I was watching someone play a randomizer of I want to say what was it? It was Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness? No, Explorers of Time. And there's like a group of like 6 Sableye that got randomized into Spheals, and so it was Spheal Team 6. Which is funny.
But like another interesting thing with the update is that for the first time in the game's history, a new playable character has been added.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Like, you're not wrong, but it's kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a new classic players. It's Saxton Hale, the most Australian man ever.
Yep.
His chest hair is the shape of Australia.
Yep.
Which is great. That's been like a community game mode for a while, but this is like an actual server for it, which is nice.
And like, it's interesting, like the reason why he is so the way he is because of his exposure to Australium.
Yeah, in the lore, he actually owns Manco, which is the company that's supplying the weapons to Red and Blue. It has a surprising amount of lore.
Oh yeah, the TF2 comics are really good. And then like...
Oh, but now Manco is actually owned by Grayman's daughter, I believe. Oh, this part.
Grayman...
That was a set. Ouch. Didn't expect that to...
I think I remember that set. It didn't sell.
The Rahi sets only sold like a little bit, not as much as like the Toa. That's because they were a lot more expensive, I think. That's why also they stopped making Rahi sets, because they just didn't sell
Wasn't there like one set that...
God.
Ooh. trying to like it was
That's tight.
a big thing. Like it was the ship or something like that, and it's like stupid expensive now.
Takanuva ship?
I don't remember.
Because I actually have that set.
There was like a spaceship, and it came with like weird minifigures.
Spaceship?
I think I'm gonna look it up because I know there's like a Bionicle spaceship
There
or
wasn't?
submarine. I don't know.
There was a submarine, but not a spaceship. It probably would have lasted better down by the Titanic, though. Just saying. There it is. There we go. This is jank as fuck, by the way.
If I ever find it, I'll put a picture up on it. Because like there was.
But
Was it
anyway,
the submarine.
the TF2, very good FPS. I enjoy it more than any other FPS I've played.
Yeah. I like.
And I've played Pokemon Snap. That is an FPS.
I know.
It's a first-person shooter, technically speaking.
Yep. Technically speaking, it is a first-person shooter.
It's my favorite FPS on the N64.
I mean, it's the only one that actually like holds up over time.
Yeah, surprisingly enough.
Because like GoldenEye, it was great for its time.
It's hard to go back and play.
It is.
Unless you play it on Source.
Yeah.
Because people have like just put the game on Source and it just runs nice. Runs real nice. Because it's Source engine.
Yeah. But like a lot of N64 games, I would say like don't hold up. But like
A lot of people say that Super Mario 64 controls are really jank, but I mean, I'm just so used to them.
yeah,
it doesn't cause me any
Super
problems.
Mario 64 is like one of those games where the controls,
Once you get used
like,
to them, they start
yeah,
feeling good.
They're so buttery smooth. It's like, ooh, you don't have all the fun stuff you can do in Odyssey, but like also the game wasn't designed around that.
Right.
You can still do a lot of good and cool movements in it.
There's a lot of cool movement tech, which I did like a speedrun, in fact.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
recording
Here's
of it.
a small portion of that.
Is it just me going through to Wet Dry World?
It could be.
Just going through the wall to Wet Dry World, going son of a bitch.
That's still my favorite part. I need to put it together.
Yeah,
I'm just
haven't.
yeah, it's on my list. But losing the audio for RPG, 3.5 hours of audio, really hurt me.
No, I get it because I was talking to my friend who's been watching that series that we've been doing, and I had to tell him like all the things that we did in that one, and I was like, yeah, that was not a short amount of things that we accomplished.
Yeah,
I accomplished, but yeah, it was a significant part. I mean, we fought I fought fucking Culex in that immediately.
Oh yeah.
We did all of the Valentina stuff, all of the Axon Ranger stuff. Oh, it
Just
sucks.
for me to fuck up the audio, because I thought something was gonna help, and you know what? It didn't.
Did we not test that day? I thought we like always test the audio. Unless I mean, in test, I feel like I'm like a little bit louder versus just like right now.
Yeah. I don't know. But at least that wasn't the same. Remember when we lost all that? Yeah, that's our second. Like that was our first recording where I check it and the audio's bad, but compared to the time action just kept crashing.
Oh yeah.
Like that one pissed me off.
Nothing in here.
Like there's just so many small things that just happened, but now action's working, except in Class of 09.
Put a clip of that in.
Yeah.
Kill your mom. Even I'd go out with you then.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna.
You're not gonna put any of the clips in.
Oh no, I'm gonna put in.
These are the
something.
Roxy.
I had that guy.
I had all 6, surprisingly. I had all 6 of the Toamata and all 6 of the Roxy. Not the Toanuva, but
My aunt would buy me Bionicle sometime when we went to Borders, and that's how I got all my Bionicle. My aunt was like the only person buying me Lego kit.
So this one's a little annoying. I have to like push these rocks. Get in. Okay. And then it launches the rocks. But it goes in like a circle of which ones are open. So it's gonna be this one next, so I need to get up there quick. Get over there.
I don't like that he just doesn't like,
Okay,
you know,
cool.
move the rock. He's like barely pushing it. Like,
It's awkward.
yeah, it seems like
this feels awkward.
it looks like a physics engine pushing versus like the character's designed to push it.
Yes. It feels like that too.
Where it's like the game engine can push things, and so they're like, oh yeah, here, you can do it. Versus like the character being designed to pick it up.
It feels it because like I'm not locked in while pushing it, so like I can move way too freely.
Yeah,
Which means if I ever so slightly
veer off.
veer off, then I'm just shoving it at a weird angle. Boom.
What year did this come out? I want to say like 2003. Yep, exactly 2003. So like I get it. I can excuse some of the jank.
Yeah, it's definitely like old, and it's not like a big budget game.
No.
Alright, cool. I think this is the last one. I do like the design of the rock cheese in this. I do like the audio just like hardcore resetting
Yeah.
the music. Oh, dang it.
That's kind of like the Silent Hill.
He's so big, too.
Yeah. The Silent Hill
Look at that
HD
lad.
collection, they messed up the audio kind of like that. Because, like, there's supposed to be
Huh.
a point.
Look at that. Also, like, the shield thing is only the front. It doesn't cover the back. Well, like, I think it does. It just doesn't visually cover the back. Alright, cool. I think
But
we're
in the Silent Hill HD collection,
gone.
the way
Fucking dead.
the way that the audio is supposed to loop is like
I didn't get 2 stones.
at a certain point, it will go back to a certain
Oops.
point in the song, and then just loop that, and it sounds natural. But in the HD collection, they forgot to put in the return point, so it will just hard cut and then restart. Because the song has a very significant intro
You know what news
for the area you entered.
Lewa thinks he's like a deep person, but he's not.
Sons of Makuta. But without my suit.
So he's like every stoner that I've met.
Where are your Matori?
Kind of. I wouldn't call him like a stoner.
You alone can find
He
them,
thinks
Noah.
he knows he's talking about
Free them.
like
Free them.
the world.
He thinks he's like bad, but he's more like Michelangelo.